Hello, so today we are going to be doing some conversions. We are going to be converting 11,011 to the subscript of 2 to a decimal number. So we have our positions in binary. So we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 on the top, and then 1, 1, 0, 1 on the bottom. So we're going to find the value. So we have 1 times 2 to the 4th power plus 1 times 2 to the 3rd power plus 0 times 2 to the 2nd power, and then we're going to add 1 plus, plus 1 times 2 to the 1st power plus 1 times 2 to the 0 power. So I'm going to erase this real quick, and then what we're wondering is, what if those powers of 2? So we are going to compute each power of 2. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a little kind of like chart thing here. So we're going to do 2 to the power of 0 equals 1, 2 to the power of 1 equals 2, 2 to the power of 2 is going to equal 4, 2 to the power of 3 is going to equal 8, and then 2 to the power of 4, that looks like a 24. Hold on. Oh, and I messed it up too. Hold on, we're going to erase that real quick. And it's going to be 2 to the power of 4 that equals 16. So if you were wondering, now the next step is going to be multiplying each bit by its place value. So let me erase this real quick. Hold on one second. So we're going to multiply each bit by its place value, like I said. So the first number we're going to do is 1 times 2 to the power of 4, which is going to equal 1 times 16, which is going to equal 16. I'm sorry, I didn't circles and the little x for the multiplication part. That might be a little bit confusing, and I'm sorry about that. But then we're going to do 1 times 2 to the power of 3, which is 8 times 1, which equals 8. And then we're going to have 0 times 2 to the power of 2, which is going to equal 0 times 4, which equals 0, of course. And then we're going to have 1 times 2 to the power of 1, which equals 1 times 2, that equals 2. And then lastly, we're going to do 1 times 2 to the power of 0, which is going to equal 1 times 1, which equals 1. And now we are going to add those products together one step at a time. Let me erase my board again. And so now we're going to add very carefully, digit by digit. So we are going to do 16 plus 18, which will equal 24. And then 24 plus 0, which will equal 24. And then 24 plus 2, which equals 26. And then 26 plus 1, which equals 27. That would actually bring our final decimal to 27. That's what our end product ended up being. So 27, like I said. And then we are also going to do the standard notation. It's going to be a little long and I'm going to run out of space. I already know it. But bear with me. So we have 11,011 to the power of 2, and that's what we're going to be doing as standard notation. Hold on one second while I write this out. So like I said, 11,000 to the subscript of 2. I think I said power of 2 earlier. I apologize. So we are going to have 1 times 2 to the power of 4 plus 1 times 2 to the power of 3 plus 0 times 2 to the power of 2 plus 1 times 2 to the power of 1 plus 1 times 2 to the power of 0, which is going to equal 18 plus 8 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1, which equals 27. That's a Z, and I'm sorry, let me fix that. 27. And that's how you are going to convert 11,000 to the power of 11,011 to the subscript of 2 to a decimal number. I hope that you understood everything. It's all good. So let's move to our next problem. So for our next problem, we're going to be doing 99 plus 37. You're going to have to bear with me because the writing tool is very, very slow. And it's very laggy, but we're going to start off. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens, 6 tens, which is 60, 70, 80, and then 90. And then we're going to count our ones. So I kind of preemptively did some of those. I'm just counting over to make sure that we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we need 6, 7, 8, 9. And that brings us to 99. And then we need to go over to our 37. So we already had 20, so we added another 10. That brings us to 30. And then we have 5 ones, so that means we have to add 2 more ones for us to get that 37 to solve our problem. Now we are going to be adding them. So I am just making sure that I have all of my ones. And I am not sure what just happened. Looks like I lost one of my ones. Hold on. I don't know what is happening. I had 9, and now I have a different number. Hold on one second while I figure this out. So now we have the 9, and I'm going to bring one of the ones from the 37 to our 99, which brings that to a full 10. So that means that we can complete our base 10 block and go from a 90 to 100. And that is because we have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then we're going to have the additional 10 that we are adding from our extra number that we had to pull over, and that is now 100. And you can see there that it fits our base 10 block. And now we are gonna give ourselves some more space over here. So now we have our 100, and then 10, 20, 30 from our remainder that we had, and then we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, we moved over that one, and then that brought it over. So now we have our equation, which is going to be 99 plus 37. It's going to say t here. I'm not sure why. It just is not being my friend today. But that brings the total to 136, and that's how we represent this equation with our blocks.